Jean briefly mentioned the unique voting patterns within the Russian Republican community, and I'm curious to learn more. I'm on my way to Tatiana's restaurant in Brighton Beach to speak with a leader from that community.
Hi, it's so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Boris Pincus.
Zephyr Teachout. Well, I couldn't be any better. Look at this.
Oh, wonderful.
I mean, this is so beautiful.
It's beautiful. Go ahead.
So I've heard that you're never supposed to talk about politics with strangers, but we're going to do that. Let's just soften it up by talking about food first. So we're at a very famous restaurant.
One of the most popular, the famous restaurant. The most popular food in Russian menu is made from potato, herring, and of course, vodka.
I'm so sorry, but we're going to have to do with wine today.
More than happy.
Okay.
За здоровье.
За здоровье. You don't mind if I eat
Absolutely.
while I listen?
Yeah, we eat and talk. I represent Russian Jewish community. Most of Russian Jewish people came to United States right after Soviet Union collapse. It was 1991. Now we are over 300,000 Russian Jews living just in South Brooklyn. Total Russian-speaking immigrants residing in New York City are 700,000. When Soviet Union collapsed, of course, many Russian Jews got opportunity to choose their countries. Most of them moved to Israel. Some to United States, like I did. So the reason why I have chosen United States, even not Israel, I will tell you, even though my parents live in Israel, I have chosen this country because I believe that United States is the leader in democratic world which can help Israel better than any other countries in the world. And my help could be focused on Israel only if I become American citizen.
And is the most important thing for you then, personally,
yes,
in deciding your own support for a candidate, their policy positions related to Israel?
Absolutely.
I have so many questions. One is, would you say that for many active Russian Jews in this area, the key issue is the relationship to Israel?
One of them.
More important than, say, domestic policy around education?
But many issues, be honest with you. We talk about foreign issues. At the same time, don't forget, we are from the former Soviet Union. It's very painful to see what's happened in Ukraine, what's happened in Russia. Due to Ronald Reagan, Soviet Union collapsed, to be honest with you.
Oh, wonderful.
We have to recognize this, you know. So what you're eating now is borscht.
It is so...
the most popular soup in Russia. You will love it.
I love borscht, and this is one of the best borschts I've had. It is so flavorful. You were talking about the hundreds of thousands of Russian immigrants and Russian-speaking families here in Brooklyn. A tiny minority are Republican, right?
I will tell you, on election days, of course, most of Democrats vote for Republicans.
Here in this area?
Yes,
Why?
exactly. Issue number one is how we defend our values outside of our country. Second, in issue taxes. We totally against the raising taxes. We know if we're raising taxes, we are more dependent on government. We came from the country where government, the oven of our life. This is very painful for us. We're trying to resist those who are for increasing taxes. This is the issue which is divided us, Republicans and Democrats.
And do you work sometimes with democratic Russian clubs on some issues?
Yes, absolutely. On international issues is no doubt. We have no any differences, no any gaps between us, okay? On social issues, certain, we have a lot of kids who are engaging in drug addictions, for instance. Therefore, we are created team now, which includes elected officials and activists of our community, physicians, and we're trying to help the parents to take care of their kids.
So your political club does politics, but also other kinds of community work. Well, thank you for opening your community and your passion, which you share so eloquently.
See, I'm so proud of you because you paid attention to our Russian community on Republican sides. I'm so proud of you, and I will be more than happy to be in touch with you in the future.
I look forward to that. Thank you very much.
Thinking about Brooklyn politics, I can't help but seeing the continuing connection between ethnicity and party preference. You have Russian Jews and their concern for Israel, as we just heard. And then there's this much older affiliation between Italian immigrants and the GOP, who, well, some people think it's because the Irish dominated the local Democratic Party a century or more ago, found a home in the Republican Party. It's history, but it's very much alive today.